Well, Mikel Arteta is enlarging his list of wingers that Arsenal are really looking at, and they are yet to make a choice on who to sign. And I find them in a very, very, very terrible situation, because when I was really doing a video about Pedro Neto yesterday, I told you how he went ahead, obviously performed very well when Portugal was obviously beating Portugal was beating is it Chechnya, Czech Republic, right? And he had a very beautiful display that resulted into the winner of the game. Then Nico Williams is another one that Arsenal has been looking at and is on the list of Arsenal. And guess what? He went ahead to have a very beautiful game yesterday when Italy was playing against Spain, and Spain beat Italy by 1-0. The other player is here to play into the Olympics, known as Olise, that Arsenal is also looking at. And even another player who plays for Ukraine has been actioned today as a right attacking midfielder, and Arsenal really having lots of options. And then Williams comes in through to obviously take the space. Kieran Tierney is injured, and obviously you're going to get to know what Arsenal are really planning for him. And lastly, there is a youngster who is set to leave Arsenal on a free, like the other one that I really went ahead to let you know at the beginning of this month. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name. It's a Juma Kareem to the Muslims, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And this is the channel that brings you your football news apart from Manchester United, and those that support Man United, you know very well where to find him. It's the it's the United Matters channel into the mix. So guys, hope you're really having fun, and here we come to obviously bring you the latest news and information. Guys, continue to subscribe because we are left with few subscribers. Guys, obviously hit that milestone, and this is the second video of the day, starting off the day with Conor Gallagher, and we're here to obviously get you a player called Nico Williams to the side of Arsenal. And I know most of you are really gonna get excited about this lad because he's really linked to Arsenal and he has a very bright future. I think this is like the second video I've gonna hate to do for Nico Williams ever since this month started, because I broke the news in here for you and you guys were like, all right, it's really great to hear, but we don't want him. And you guys were really looking at other options into the mix. Guys, we are left with just 18 subscribers to hit 21,700 subscribers, right? So 21,700, I know by the time I upload this video and it lasting for like 30 minutes, 12 subscribers would have gonna hit obviously add themselves onto this video, right? So let's obviously start it off with Nico Williams. Now we are having Paul Ballas, is a Barcelona correspondent for The Athletic, and he has come out and told us that Arsenal and Chelsea both have Nico Williams on their wish list. Mikel Arteta sees him as one of his preferred options if Arsenal decide to go for a wide player this summer. Industry sources say Williams' release clause is in a region of 55 million euros. Now, when you look at the side of Nico Williams and what he's going to hit to do at Bilbao, obviously, he has gone ahead to obviously find himself in a better position to obviously put in what we call a lot of performances in there. But when you look at Nico Williams, he can play well as a right forward and left forward, though for Spain he plays as a left forward, and he's really young and he has a lot of future ahead of him. He's a winger that I think can come in through and really fit well in the side of Arsenal and really give him a lot of pace. Remember, Arsenal is one of the direct teams we're gonna hate to know, though they really play what we call a possession-based style of football. Their philosophy is known, but when they're really building up from the back, they are not all that fast. But towards the second third of the pitch, that's where you really see the directness of Arsenal. That's why Mikel Arteta very much wants the likes of Saka, Martinelli in his team because of their directness. Though they penetrate through, he's really very deadly for the opponent they play against, and he is really one of those that you look at and really understand that he is one of those that can come in through and obviously penetrate through Arsenal, because that direct style of play will benefit Nico Williams a lot. And the Euros might obviously change the plan. And this is Nico Williams taking a photo, taking a selfie after having been named the player or the man of the match against Italy into the mix. And him and Yamal are really doing wonders into the mix. And he's just a young player. I tell you, the boy is super young. So let's wait and see how that pans out. But Arteta is really having him on his wish list. And remember, the wish list of Arsenal has very many players. You know, you can talk about Pedro Neto, you can talk about Olise, you can talk about Nico Williams, and very many others. You get? And Nico Williams is just 21 years of age. And he's making 22 in July 12th, just a month from now. He's going to be 22 years of age. And those are players that Arsenal is going to have to show us huge intent in signing them and obviously turning them into what they are supposed to be. So after that, Fabrizio Romano had something to say about Nico Williams being linked to the side of Arsenal, and this is what Fabrizio Romano had to say. Fabrizio came out and said that the release clause into Nico Williams' contract at Atletico Club Bilbao is worth almost 58 million euros after agreement on any deal weeks ago. Now, the president of Atletico Bilbao has said the interest is normal, but Nico is very happy in Bilbao. We are very happy with him. We are not worried. That's what the president is really telling us about Nico Williams, a player that I really love. He's just exciting, and he's a multi-dimensional player. You know, he's multi-purposeful for any club that is really going to sign him. But 58 million euros, for me, for a player at that age, it's an absolute gain. For me, it's an absolute gain. And if at all I'm Arsenal, I rush in for Nico Williams. I go in, sign him and get him in, provided he has gone ahead to really tick the first box of all the midfielders they're really interested in as far as the right winger is concerned. So we wait for Nico Williams and see how Arsenal is going to do it, because when you look at the article coming in through from the guy of Barcelona, and one is asking, why is it that the correspondent of Barcelona to the Athletic is really breaking this story? We all know that Barcelona want Nico Williams, and the problem is they don't have money, and they have to keep what we call, they want to keep themselves into touching distance and see who else is obviously rivaling the side of Barcelona. Do they have time to obviously see to it that Nico Williams is not going to go anywhere and another team won't take him? So I think that's why he has gone ahead to come in and really put in that story. But Barcelona, Chelsea are interested into this player. But when you look at all those projects, I tell you, amongst all teams that are interested in Nico Williams, I tell you, Arsenal has the more exciting project. And Nico Williams will be like, I might be that only one player who is really missing into that side of Arsenal to obviously make things happen. And when you look at his stats for Athletic Bilbao, he played 31 games in the league and he scored 5 goals plus 11 assists. Now, if he can come in through and really get those assists to Arsenal, and Arsenal adds more 11 goals, and the 5 he scored, those are 16 goal involvements, I tell you, it turns out to be something different altogether, because you'll be having a player who can come off the bench or really start and really change the game of football immediately. So that's what makes Nico Williams very special. And for everyone who watched him yesterday, he was really excited about this guy, because he really tore that the left attacking side of the midfield into parts. The right back of Italy was really having a very hard day, and I really can't imagine where he slept. You know, he needed to obviously sleep well before he came to that game, because Nico Williams made him busy. He was a busybody throughout the game. So that is Nico Williams for you, and we wait to see what further developments are really going to be coming in through at this juncture. The assistant coach of Scotland has gone ahead and obviously spoken something very bad about Kieran Tierney, and you know what always puts a stop to Kieran Tierney. It's always injuries, and again he has gone ahead to get injured, and it looks like they've sent him at Arsenal, and his season has gonna hit to come to an end in the Euros. That is it. So, Scotland, assistant manager known as John Carver, he said, Kieran Tierney had an issue with his hamstring, and as we speak, he is heading home to be assessed by Arsenal. He is obviously extremely disappointed. If we do progress and move through the tournament, I'm sure he'll be back to support us. But he's a young lad, and he has got to make sure he's right for his return. So that is Kieran Tierney for you, a player that I've gonna hit obviously watch all my time from when he came in through at Arsenal and where he is right now. It's really very, very absurd that injuries have gonna hit obviously stop his career and obviously taking it to where it really deserves to be. Because when you look at a player like Kieran Tierney, you really ask yourself, what is not done for him, especially from the physio side, because he's really a very, very talented guy, very talented, good left back, and he would have gone here to be playing in one of the biggest teams at the side of the Premier League, as he was at Arsenal, La Liga, Real Madrid, or Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and very many others. But the problem is, the guy is an injury-prone player. Even when they loaned him to the side of Real Sociedad, you saw to it that he never played very many games because of the injuries. And maybe Unai Emery, who brought him at the club of Arsenal, might really have a solution to him. But they've also gone ahead to sign Ian Masten, meaning that he has also gone ahead to move on from Kieran Tierney to Ian Masten from the side of Chelsea, because the "here we go" is anticipated to be sounded anytime from now. So that is it through coming in through from the assistant coach of Scotland, but the player is heading to Arsenal to obviously undergo what we call an assessment. After an assessment, then they'll come up with a better diagnosis on what they're going to be doing for this lad. And now let's obviously have something to say about this other youngster that is leaving the side of Arsenal, known as Mario Cozier-Duberry, set to leave Arsenal as a free agent at the end of June when his contract ends. Arsenal offered Mario a new deal, but he decided it wasn't the best option for his development. He's now assessing options around Europe with several proposals. That is Mario Cozier-Duberry. And I really sensed it last season, because the way Arteta put him onto the team of Arsenal everywhere they went, I was like, there is something fishy, because I never saw him really put him so much onto that with the likes of Nwaneri, because Nwaneri had gone ahead obviously sign a contract at Arsenal, and it was already in the clause had gone ahead to sign. So he was trying to excite him to keep him here, but the player is like, I'm not really excited to be at Arsenal anymore. So wait and see where his future is going to belong. But he joins Walters Ranel, who is also leaving Arsenal on a free. And obviously, I would put the blame to Mikel Arteta, because he hasn't gone ahead to integrate these youngsters. Even when Arsenal is winning and in the bench, he doesn't give them chance. So they see no pathway into the first team. That is it. That is the different thing with Erik ten Hag at Manchester United. Amidst him having very good and experienced players, there is the way he went ahead to integrate in Kamboala, Kobe Mainoo, Amadi Diallo, Garnacho, you understand, into the team. So guys, I call upon for your reactions into the comment section below about Nico Williams, Arteta's preferred winger, this time round. What do you make about that? And what do you make about Kieran Tierney injured again, and Cozier-Duberry leaving Arsenal on a free this summer transfer window? Do you think Mikel Arteta is to blame for the huge exodus of youngsters from the academy of Arsenal leaving the side of Arsenal because there is lack of an open way to the first team? Bye bye.